You are listening to an interview with a featured Pride of Dakota member.
Hey everyone, Scott Wild here. I'm at the annual Pride of Dakota Holiday Showcase here in Bismarck, a record-setting event. I'm at the booth of Berry Dakota, and I'm visiting with Kay Eagleson. Kay, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit. What is Berry Dakota, and how long have you had this business? And can you tell us a little bit about what the business is?
Okay, I started the business in 1996, and I produce jelly, jam, and syrup that's made from products that are native to North Dakota, or berries or fruits that are native to the state or this region. And then I also do a number of things with chokecherry, which is the state fruit, and so we kind of capitalize on that one also.
Absolutely. And how long have you been doing this business?
Well, 1996, so this would be 15 years.
15 years. Well, congratulations. That's quite a milestone for any business. And how many Pride of Dakota events have you been to?
Well, I usually do all 4 every year, and actually I was in another business, and we were actually at the very first Pride of Dakota show, so we've been doing them ever since.
Wow.
In one capacity or another.
Sharon and I were trying to figure out how many have been in Bismarck. Do you happen to know that number? Has it been like around 17? Does that sound right?
It's possible. The first one I think was in 1992 or 93 in Fargo.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So I don't know if it was about 94 before they started here. I'm not sure just when it was.
We'll have to research our numbers and talk about that on the next show. So tell me a little bit about your company. Is it just you that, do you have any employees?
Well, I have several people that I recruit to help. I have my sister-in-law is retired, so she helps start my jelly every night that we make jelly, because I work a full-time job plus do this. And then one of my other employees is here today, but I have about 4 or 5 people that I call on regularly that work 2-3 hours a night, 4 hours or something in the evening.
Sure. So how did you get started doing this business?
Well, I've always had an interest in making jelly because my mother had done it, and then I had done the farmers market in Jamestown at one point, and then I had the possibility or the ability to purchase some equipment and some berries, and so then I decided to start my own business and was looking for a name, and my husband came up with Berry Dakota. I
love the name, and it obviously speaks to what your product is.
And then my van is the jam van also. That's my son's idea. So.
the jam van. I think I saw you packing the jam van in when we were walking into the parking lot. So I love the name of the jam van. So do you have the recipes that you come up with, are these like family secret recipes or, well protected, or where do you get your inspiration for some of the products?
Well, I just come up with combinations of basically a jelly recipe or a jam recipe is a jam recipe.
Sure.
And you just do it by proportions of fruit and sugar and pectin. But then when you get into some of the combinations or things that you do, then that's your secret.
Sure. And what would be some of your best sellers?
Chokecherry is the best seller, and probably Juneberry. I was amazed rhubarb. I didn't want to do rhubarb because I thought it was such a... Who would buy rhubarb? But I sell all kinds of it. I couldn't believe how much I sold after I started making rhubarb products. So
well, I think in North Dakota we get used to rhubarb because you plant one stalk and all of a sudden it takes over the whole block, and now everyone's got 70 tons of rhubarb.
That's right.
So we almost have to eat it to get rid of it.
Right.
But we've definitely developed a taste for it. Do you have any products that have kind of surprised people that maybe they haven't thought they would like, or that that all of a sudden kind of takes off?
Well, I decided because of the chokecherry being the state fruit, I do a chokecherry rhubarb combination jam, which has been very good. But then I also do chokecherry barbecue sauce, a chokecherry horseradish, and a chokecherry mustard. And those are the ones that get people.
Wow. I'm looking at it right now. I see the box over there with chokecherry mustard, barbecue sauce. So what is it, a tangy, sweet? Tell me a little bit about the barbecue sauce.
The barbecue sauce is not real sweet. The basis is actually chokecherry syrup, and that's what it's sweetened with rather than sugar or molasses or something. And then
mustard.
The mustard is a fruity type mustard. It isn't real sweet, but
is it a hot mustard or is it a mild one?
Not real hot, no. And then the horseradish isn't super hot because the chokecherries seem to kind of take some of the heat away from it, but it has a very good taste to it, and that sells much better than the mustard does. People have a hard time eating purple mustard.
Sure.
So you have to get beyond that in order to do it. And then this year I would like to do 3 barbecue sauces that are made from the fruits that are native to the region. So I introduced a rhubarb chipotle barbecue sauce this year.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And then I intend to do a wild plum one next year.
That's awesome. So to come up with these flavors, this is something that you just said, okay, I've got this, and I know that people will like barbecue sauce. I'm just going to try and mix these together, and you come up with your own recipe?
And I have a degree in home economics or family consumer sciences in my original college degree, so I make use of that, some of the experimentation, and just mix things together till it tastes pretty good. And then my other products other than my jelly are actually processed at Full Service Foods in Hillsboro, and so then you send it up there, and then she refines it a little bit, making it into bigger proportions, and if you need something to stabilize it or whatever.
Sure.
So, because she's got the real food science background.
Well, purple mustard would be a real big hit with the Minnesota Viking fans.
I should probably market it as Vikings or not.
Viking mustard. So yeah, you just want to be careful that people don't choke on it, like choke cherries.
Yeah.
So hey, there you go. Right, I guess that would work for this year, right?
Yes.
So, but hey, purple mustard. If Vikings fans, if you want to pick up some purple mustard, we know where to get some. How do people? I mean, do you have a storefront, or tell how do people get a hold of your products besides maybe the Pride of Dakota showcases?
Okay. My main business is to wholesale to stores.
Okay.
And so here in Bismarck, I sell to Arrowhead Plaza Drug and the Heritage Center gift store.
Okay.
Trisha's Bakery downtown, and then Mocha and More in Mandan.
Okay.
Then I have probably 50 stores or so throughout the state that market my products for me.
Okay.
And then I do have a website, which is www.berrydakota.com.
BERRY
Yes.
Dakota.com.
Right.
And do you have a phone number that people can get a hold of you on?
Yes. There's an 800 number on the website. I don't know that one.
That's okay. Nobody knows their 800 number today, and that's okay.
It is 701-252-2621.
Excellent. Well, Kay, thank you so much for taking time. I know you're very busy setting up. We wish you a very successful showcase show, and thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you.
To learn more about this featured Pride of Dakota member, visit our website, prideofdakota.com. To become a featured Pride of Dakota member, send an email to prideofdakota@gmail.com. To listen to the full podcast of North Dakota Now, click on the podcast link on our website, prideofdakota.com. Thanks for listening.